I owned a Shank Vest. It was $530. I didn't want to buy it, but after, having like some object put in my back and my shoulder, I was like, okay, well, enough of that shit.
So they're doing this because they're mean? Because you're heavy? Because you're
vulnerable? That's what gangs do. Gangs or mob aggression out attempts to control a subject. Mm-hmm. And so they control a subject through, hey, you will obey me, or hey, you'll do this, and that's what they do.
And you're a white person in a black area?
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens.
Vulnerable. Well, yeah, but if the shit's happening to you, you probably don't want that to keep on happening. You don't live over there, do you?
No, I'm moving over there actually, but fuck it, dude. I have to do what I have to do in order to survive.
Okay. All right. So now we're talking about what's going on with you. So let me fill in a couple things that we've already talked about here.
I just got up. I'm not awake yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. So tell me about your anxiety issue. What issues do you have?
Well, I don't like people. Don't like being around people for the most part. I should be a social creature, but I'm not. Kind of a butthead.
Okay, there's a difference between not wanting to be, which is antisocial, which is characteristic.
I want to be around people, but
okay, what's the
I feel uncomfortable around them. Let's just put it that way. Like, I would trust, I don't know. I've been hurt one too many times to be public. Type 2 torture.
Okay, so what happens when you are around other people? Let's assume that they're not people who want to hurt you. There's a group out there, and you don't want to be around that group. So why?
I just prefer not to be around people.
Yeah, that doesn't answer my question, however.
Why? I mean...
I think there's probably a number of reasons. So why don't we dig into that a little bit and tell me what stops you. You seem to be a nice person overall. You're certainly intelligent. You can speak well. What stops you from dealing with other people or engaging with them? Let's just say it's one person, and you're sitting down somewhere and you're close to each other.
I'll talk to them. It's not social anxiety. It's just anxiety. Like I have anxiety from people, like from being
fear.
Yeah, fear. Mm-hmm. Fear. I'm afraid.
Okay, you're afraid that. What's that? You fill in the blank. I just made it.
I'm afraid of being shanked again, of being hurt again. I'm afraid of type 2 torture, of repeated trauma. I'm afraid of the fucking police.
Keep your language a little bit nice because more people can hear you, okay? So
I'm afraid of the police.
Okay. So it's all other people? Pretty much? Is there a group that you're not afraid of?
I don't know. People who are innocuous.
Okay. You're afraid that they want to hurt you? Or that they will hurt you? It's a little different. Do you just kind of think that people are out to get you?
Considering I was tortured by the government, and then my family was raped, tortured, and killed, I think want and the action of, do I think they're actively going to? Yes, I think that type 2 torture exists. Do I think the government is using behavior aversion or cognitive therapies to torture individuals in the United States? Yes, I do. 87 countries participate actively in torture. The United States is one of them. We have the worst human rights, one of the worst human rights histories in the world.
So it's the government. I mean, we've gone from just
when I was a kid, I'll plead the fifth on that one, you know, and the government basically had a vendetta against me, and here's what happened. Like, my mom was in the military, and the military in 1981, they raped her at Lawton Fort Sill, tortured her and killed her, basically, in no uncertain terms. But, you know, the rape happened in 1980. And so then I grew up with a mom with PTSD. You know, and they basically used us as lab rats. I would describe it as guinea pigs, you know.
Use us.
You know,
Who's us?
me and my mom. Me and Betty. Kim and Betty.
Okay.
So, you know, after being victimized by our own government, the military, industrial complex, they basically, I don't want to talk about her, what happened, but she was raped, I was created, I was an army brat, or an army guinea pig.
Whoa, slow down here a second. So are you a result of that rape? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's not important. I mean, it doesn't affect my daily life. My daily life is trying to avoid cognitive therapies, behavior aversions, stressors, you know, or PAR. PAR is essentially an overreaction to a stimulus and response. You know, the subject, like, if someone harasses you daily, they attempt to get a response out of you. And so it's that exaggerated response mechanism. And so they harass me daily and attempt to get an exaggerated.
Who is they? Is it?
Well, a group of people that are, you know, basically corrupt government employees. Corrupt people have harassed me.
And how do they do that?
Well, following, stalking, being in different places, you know, that I go to, and making sure that I'm aware that they're there by sticking their tongues out or doing various nefarious things, so that, or repeating things like that.
When did your mom
2013. September 2013. Yeah.
And did she tell you all these things? Did she tell you that?
Yeah, I have it in writing. Pictures of me holding a guinea pig. She had a PhD almost in psychology, you know? But PAR. You should see my YouTube. You would like my YouTube.
Well, I'm not so sure I would. I'm not so sure I do.
Type 2 torture, you know. How to combat torture.
Was she tortured after you were born? Your mom?
No, she was just more PTSD because of the, you know, feeling betrayed and the trauma of being lied to be made pregnant.